This video is powered by BetUS. Use promo code YouTube150 to get your 150% sign-up bonus. Start playing today with an exclusive offer. Shout out to BetUS for being the proud sponsor of Roundtable Sports.
Capping the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 26-24 loss versus the Dallas Cowboys. And folks, right off the bat, this was a tough loss. Okay, it was. I mean, this is a game that the Buccaneers absolutely could not afford to lose, and they did. And it continues a trend where just the ups and the downs of the Bucs this year has been incredibly difficult to see. Right? And now the Bucs find themselves in a place where they're not even in first place in the NFC South anymore. That belongs to the Atlanta Falcons, as I'm sure Smitty is talking about in his video. And now the future of the Bucs is not fully in their hands. Okay? And that is a scary thing, so to speak, for Bucs fans, and a nervous thing to see for Bucs fans, right? Because now not only do the Tampa Bay Buccaneers need to continue to win football games, but they also need the help of the Falcons losing football games for them to have a chance of making the playoffs in the NFC South as well, to win that division and earn themselves a spot here in that playoff race. And overall in this game, there were positives. I thought that Baker Mayfield played some good ball. Bucky Irving played some really good ball. As you guys can see over here, he's on track for 1,000 yards this year. Mike Evans, I think he's going to hit it. I do believe Mike Evans is going to hit 1,000 yards, but of course, we will still have to wait and see. Those were some of the more big benefits in that offense, but there were some miscues. Rachaad White had a fumble right at the end of the game that was the nail in the coffin to lose them that game. Jalen McMillan got absolutely bullied on an interception by Jordan Lewis with the Dallas Cowboys. He's got to grow and learn from that. Rachaad White's got to grow and learn from that. Defensively, had a great second half where they, I believe, forced Cooper Rush and the Cowboys to punt 4 times, but in that first half, and really as the game as a whole, Cooper Rush's jersey was pretty clean, only 1 sack on the day. I've talked about it before regarding the concerns of all the different types of injuries in the pass rush for the Bucs, and those continue to rear their ugly head. And also, Cooper Rush passed for almost 300 yards and a touchdown against your defense. That's not the best look in the world for Todd Bowles and company for his defense, and I'm still of the mindset that I want to see Liam Cohen as head coach. I do. And I believe if the Buccaneers don't make the playoffs, it makes the decision pretty easy to move on from Todd Bowles, in my opinion. So, overall, man, it was a tough loss. It was not the prettiest of losses, and now the fate of the Buccaneers' playoff chances is not fully in their hands, and I don't think it's hard to say that, yeah, that's pretty concerning. And it is definitely a bigger reflection of Todd Bowles and just the inconsistency that we have seen during his tenure.
This video is being powered by BetUS, the #1 online sports book in the world. Use code YouTube150 to get your 150% bonus on your first deposit, 125% on your next 2. That's up to $2,000. We got Christmas football this week, folks. The Chiefs and Steelers and the Ravens and Texans. If you guys want to take advantage of the BetUS code YouTube150 to make your bets right here, go to betus.com.pa. We also got all the other games this week. Make sure you guys check out BetUS. They got player prop bets, same game parlays, you name it. All right, so big time shout out to BetUS. Please bet responsibly. The proud sponsor of Roundtable Sports.
What's up, NFC South Roundtable? James here, back with yet another video with Mr. BucsNation, and today we're talking about the Buccaneers matchup versus the Carolina Panthers. And folks, I've said before here on the NFC South Roundtable that I thought that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were going to cruise to the playoffs 11-6. I don't feel as confident about that anymore. I don't. And I know people are going to say, come on, it's the Carolina Panthers. But that's what people said about the Dallas Cowboys, and they just lost that game. Okay? I'm not as confident in the Buccaneers in this matchup as I was last week, okay? Or 2 weeks ago, whatever the situation may be. You got to remember, this is a Carolina Panthers team that took the Buccaneers all the way to overtime and were a Chuba Hubbard fumble away from winning that game and essentially knocking the Bucs out of the playoffs, in my opinion. That is the Carolina Panthers team that the Bucs are facing, a Carolina Panthers team that just beat the Arizona Cardinals in overtime as well. So this is a Panthers team that is riding high, has a lot of momentum in their favor, and the Bucs just took a body blow in terms of their momentum and in terms of where they are at right now. I do believe it is a good thing that this is going to be a home game. I still believe that the Buccaneers are the more talented team than the Carolina Panthers, and I think that there is reason to be optimistic that the Buccaneers can win this game. But folks, my well of optimism is depleting quickly with the ups and the downs and the inconsistencies of this team. Okay? And I do believe that we're going to see these two guys, Mike Evans and Bucky Irving, are going to go out there and they're going to put out some good work. I think that this will be the game where Bucky Irving hits 1,000 yards, given all the different types of injuries that the Carolina Panthers have on the defensive side of that ball. Hope Mike Evans has a big game. I think they're going to try and get him the ball a whole heck of a lot. I do believe that they are really going to try hard the next 2 weeks to get him that 182 yards he needs to hit that 1,000-yard mark, okay? And I do believe we will see good things from the offensive side of the ball. Folks, I'm going to be honest. Don't have a lot of confidence in this defense right now, okay? I don't. Aside from that, aside from going up against the easy teams, and a good performance against the Los Angeles Chargers, the defense looked good against the corpses of the Las Vegas Raiders and the New York Giants. And they looked good against a Los Angeles Chargers offense that is statistically one of the lower half offenses in the league this year. You just gave up 300 yards to Cooper Kupp. So forgive me if I don't have Cooper Rush, sorry, and the Dallas Cowboys, which is a depleted offense in their own. So forgive me if I don't have a ton of optimism about the Buccaneers and their defense right now. But I am going to give this win to the Carolina Panthers. I think the Buccaneers are in a situation where they can't afford to lose. But to be honest, I don't have a lot of faith in Todd Bowles and his coaching staff right now. And I think it will result, we'll talk about this later on, but I do think they will finish with a winning record. I do believe that, but I don't think they get the job done here against Carolina. Carolina's riding on a load of momentum right now, and the Buccaneers feel like they are just on a thread from free fall, which has basically been their entire season, where their season's been hanging on by a thread, where they've needed miraculous run after miraculous run. And I just feel like the luck might be running, and maybe not luck, but I feel like that thread is just about to be snipped here, possibly. So we'll see. But I do have the Carolina Panthers winning this football game over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and splitting with the Bucs.
This video is powered by BetUS. Use promo code YouTube150 to get your 150% sign-up bonus. Start playing today with an exclusive offer. Shout out to BetUS for being the proud sponsor of Roundtable Sports.